Damn. Breaking news. Breaking news. Jaime Munguia got knocked the fuck out. Man, that's crazy. Jaime Munguia got knocked out. And the opponent that he got knocked out by, he was an undefeated opponent with 24 fights and 4 KOs. I wasn't thinking that the guy was going to actually knock Munguia out because them 4 knockouts, I say pillow fights. But as I'm looking to fight, I noticed how bigger the guy was than Munguia and how well he was taking Munguia's punches and how the guy can actually box. You know what I'm saying? Got to the ropes, got out the way, you know. He wasn't letting Munguia hit him. He did get dropped in the second round, but I'm like, man, this guy, he has a chance. And then I went to thinking like, man, this can be one of them fights like Nicolino Latte versus Fuji. It's an old school fight, man. It was the guy that used to smoke cigarettes in between rounds so he can calm his nerves. The dude used to, his defense was like this, and you couldn't hit him, you know. But Munguia was in front of his people, and I think that's the biggest problem to every fighter. Fighting hometown fights, man. Like I say, Regis, he looked very horrible. He got dropped. The ref didn't count it. I believe that fight was right there was a draw when he fought in New Orleans. I believe that Boost just lost in his hometown. I think them hometown fights, bro, you got to be a very special guy to perform good in them hometown fights. I wasn't expecting this. I got a friend of mine, shout out to Justin. He like, man, Munguia, he ain't fight nobody. He should do this, that, and the third. And I'm like, look, bro, Munguia resume, it's a bit better than what you think. You know what I'm saying? He fought the guy who beat Cotto right before Cotto left and took his belt. Saddam Ali. He fought Gary O'Sullivan, somebody that Erislandy Lara knocked out. He fought Liam Smith, the dude who fought Chris Eubank and knocked Chris Eubank out. He fought Devinchenko. He's a pretty good fighter. He fought Canelo. He got some okay names on his resume, bro. He ain't all the way like, his resume for 168 is top 2, I should say. The only person that you can put in front of him is Kalen Plant, only because Kalen Plant fought the boogeyman of the division, Benavidez. But I was very surprised when I seen this knockout. I mean, some people say, oh, he need an immediate rematch. I don't think he should do the immediate rematch with this guy, because if this guy beat him again, then we're going to say, oh, you know what I'm saying? This guy is only 25 years old, too. So he was an undefeated fighter. And when you're an undefeated fighter, bro, it's hard for you to lose because you don't know how to lose. You're going to always want to win. And then by you not having too much tape on this guy, you know what I'm saying? This guy, like, man, that's what the boys say. Look, I'm doing this for my family. I'm not missing this opportunity. I'm going over there to Mexico and I'm going to fight him and I'm going to do whatever it takes to win. Now, I believe that the count that the ref gave him was extremely too fast. And if you see how that referee walking away the knockdown, and then he didn't even see the knockdown. Then he turned like this, eyebrow poking up, and then he started counting 3, 4, 5, like that. Instead of him 1, 2. And as soon as Munguia got up, he say fight over it. Now, I respect the referees to the fullest because they can look at the fighter's eye and say, you know, decide if the fight should go on. Now, this guy is a Mexican. You can tell that the referee was a Mexican. And what I got to say about that, you know one thing about Mexicans. Mexicans going to lie for each other. Look how they lying for Espinosa. Oh, those elbows didn't hit. Those elbows, they ain't do no damage. Look, an elbow doesn't have to land for it to be an illegal punch. And I'm going to continue to say that. If you do this in a fight, the referee can stop and tell you don't do that no more. It's still illegal to throw your head whether it lands or not. It's still illegal to throw your elbow whether it lands or not. Those is punches that you should not throw. Elbows and headbutts do not have no room in boxing. But that's a subject for another subject. Man, stop doing that, boy. Get your ass up. Sit your ass down, goddammit. I don't play like that, for I whoop you, boy. Sit down. That's how you discipline your kids right there. But like I said, bro, he lost. The guy who, Bruno Serra, he might actually really be real good. He's only 25 and 0. Only thing is, we thought he didn't have no punching power. But the way Munguia fight, he allows you to hit him. Munguia's hands was right here when he got hit with that. So the guy swung a jab. Munguia did this, overextended, and got clipped with not so much of a hook, but it was a punch like this. It was like a right, it was like a wide right hand. That's not even a right punch anyway, because your right hands, you want it, boom. And your hooks, you want it like this. But that was like, you know what I'm saying? Like this, you know. But I say that to say this. I think Munguia got the top 2 resume besides Caleb Plant at 168. Only because Caleb Plant fought Canelo. He fought Anthony Durrell, one of the brothers. He also fought Canelo. Them 3 names alone is a bigger than Munguia. But I think Munguia, bro, I'm gonna be honest with you. I think what Munguia need to do is, man, go back to Freddie Roach and just fight. That's your juice. And just fight a 10-round, 8-round fight. Get the boy out of there. He's only 28. You know, and start picking up in a year or 2, man. He had 4 fights this year, and I think that's his biggest problem. He might be overtraining. You know, fighting in your hometown, that's a lose-lose situation in your hometown. Because if you win, you're a hero, and you had home court advantage, so it don't. And if you lose, you know, it's just gonna look bad losing in front of your people. So, and everybody perform bad in front of their people. But like I said, he's only 28. He still can fight for a title. He's 168. He's not that big of a 168. If I was him, I'd consider maybe fighting at 162, seeing how I can manage to make 162. But 168, he doesn't need to fight. He doesn't need to fight Berlanga. He doesn't need to fight none of those names. He needs to fight 10 rounds, 8-round fight for at least 2 more fights. Fighters that you know for sure he going to wipe off the earth. He need to find him somebody that know how to box a little bit, but it's not so much of a threat to him. Somebody know how to box, but it's not so much of a threat in an 8 or 10 round fight that they know he going to knock out for it to build him back up. As far as this, just putting him in deep waters again, he not ready for that, because I think he been dropped maybe in his last 5 fights. He been dropped 3 times by 3 different guys. I think Devonchenko dropped him, Canelo dropped him, and now this guy put him out. Now, the referee did pull off a premature boom. However, it is what it is. The referee seen him, looked him in his eyes, and he was able to say, hey, this is what I'm seeing. I don't want my Mexican camaraderie hurt. I'm going to protect him. Cubicle Capone boxing, man. Y'all fuck with me. You heard me? You know, I may not know shit, but I know something. Facts.